Hello everyone, my name is Vipers from Vipers TCG. Welcome back to what should be episode 4 if I remember to split the episodes up correctly. I have just cut some cards out the deck, nothing too important. I got rid of the two basically vanilla magicians that were in there that I didn't really see or get a lot of use of. Got rid of the Pendulum Fusion because I was still fusion summoning anyway, and the rest of the deck's pretty much stayed the same. I've taken down the Field Spell to 1 as I don't feel I need to. I've taken down Pendulum Halt to 1, but I have added in another Unicorn as that is a card I do seem to be using quite a lot. So I'll just save and go back to there. I am currently playing during the event, as obviously these have all been pre-recorded ahead of upload, so I'm going to go and open my Winged Dragon of Ra pack that I have just unlocked. So we'll get that sorted. I have got 5,500 gems. I am still considering going into some packs, maybe to bolster and maybe just go full Performer Pals, as I'm not really leaning into the Magicians. Because I don't know, it works well as a deck. I just need to try and find the right balance of things. Yeah, nothing really great in there that I would have wanted anyway, which is why I've skipped the pack opening. Nothing too interesting. As we are just going to jump into today's games, the episodes I'm hoping are going to be a little bit shorter than last time. We'll try and keep it to hopefully around about 15-20 minutes, so it's not too long. Either way, I'm going to be aiming for 2 duels an episode. And as you can see there, we are in the very lower tier of bronze. I am now starting to get an understanding of how the deck works. So let's have to wait and see what today's games are going to hold for us here. I hope you have been enjoying the series. I'm enjoying learning about it and how the whole pendulum system works. So let's have a little look here. We lose the coin toss, which isn't necessarily an issue. As I said last time, the main issue I had was the fact that I didn't have any strong negates to put up. And see what we can do from there. So let's have a little look and see what our opponent is playing. I did just miss whether I'm going first or second. This really isn't good. 2 Pendulum Reborns isn't what I need, but I do have a 2 and a 4 scale, which I can make to a 1 and a 5. So let's hopefully I just draw into something good here. I have odd eyes, which means I can increase my higher scale pendulum. But yeah, I can't really do a lot with this. I've got Pendulum Reborn, which means I can get, if I do the odd eyes, I can get it back on their turn. And it's not a once per turn effect as well. Lady Debug, okay. So it's just a side burst deck. Full card extra deck, unfortunately I don't seem to have the same right now. We've got 12-1. I'd not changed Gaia. I'm going to have to do that after this match. If I don't forget to do so, because if you're not aware of what happened last episode, I brought out Gaia Saber, the Lightning Shadow, thought I could then take it into Access Code Talker, then realised it was 2+ effect monsters, which really did not put me in a good way. Salamangreat Balinks? Okay, so we're just playing a Salamangreat deck then, I would assume. Okay. Okay, that makes sense why he's going to do that, and he's going to link climb into link 2. Oh, okay. And he's going to dump 1 with the Gazelle. Okay. Oh. Okay, cool. So when a spell trap on monster effect is activated while you control someone, create a link, let's negate the effect on that vision. If you do destroy this card, can get something links monsters link summon. So he's gonna get it back, and he does now have Sunlight Wolf. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Hopefully I can draw into a monster. Hopefully I can draw into a relatively strongish monster, or a higher scale at least. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Oh, Spinny. Is he going to climb again? That is a very large possibility here that he could just climb up. Okay, he's making another link 1 into Balinks, and is he going to link that into another link to Sunlight Wolf? He's doing a lot of good recycling here, to be honest with you. And there's the field spell. If you link someone once, you can use one Salamander link once you control with its own name as the entire material. Ooh. So he's basically nullified the damage, but he's just then summoned another bit. Okay. Right, there we go, okay. There are still plenty of options available for us. This guy is just comboing off madly. He has just put down a Great Roar and he set another card there. And I'm presuming that's how he's going to end his turn. Alright, with 3 face downs. I'm not too worried as long as I can hit draw into some kind of monster. That would then be the best option. Okay. Right, okay, brilliant. So we're just going to start off activating Soul Pendulum just to begin with. There's literally nothing I can do here. So we will just go ahead and Soul Pendulum this. The play here is put the Dragon Caller Magician in and the Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, scale them up, set a Pendulum Reborn, or actually I want to set both of them, and then try and activate them both next turn if one does get negated, which is absolutely fine, so we'll just Pendulum Scale that. Because then this gives me playability, because I can then bring out one of my higher level scaled monsters next turn, well, for the next turn, and that should give me a nice little setup going forward. So we'll just do this. It does look like we're leaving ourselves open, which is the clever thing about this. And it doesn't really matter too much about what I'm doing here. I'm not really going to link summon a Pendulum Summon, sorry, a level 2 monster. So we'll just decrease that. And we'll increase that to a level 5. That effect's activated. Unfortunately, I can't Pendulum Summon as of yet. So we're just going to end our turn. Unfortunately, we won't get the attack boost for Pendulum Summoning this turn, but it does mean that I can then activate this, popping itself to bring out a higher rank instead, which is going to be nice. So that gets popped. And then we can bring out one of the unicorns maybe. In fact, no, we'll bring out the Mirage to the hand, which gives us more options, I would say. I might need ways to dump cards through the extra deck, so things like Pendulum Paradox can activate. We're just going to see what he's going to do, and during the battle phase, that's when I'm going to activate my face downs. I don't see the need in activating them just yet, so please don't prompt me to do so. Surely he's going to try and link climb a little bit more again. Hopefully he's not going to run double negate. Now you might think I've drew into something here on my turn, so that's always a good. Hopefully I can psych him out a little bit. So let's see what he's going to do here. Okay, he's just going to bring out another Sunlight Wolf. Sure thing. Yeah, so he's just had another one to his hand. So I think, yeah, he's used all 3 Balinks, he's used 2 Sunlight Wolves. And there can't be a lot left in that extra deck for him to use. Oh, I'm going to try and actively avoid using monster effects, because I know he's got a couple of Salaman Great Roars set. Now, are they a once per turn? Yes. Oh, we're link climbing here. Oh, what are we doing? Is he gonna? Surely he's not gonna get a 3rd wolf out. Now we're going for the link 3, which is Heatleo. Wabam. Okay, so he's gonna try and destroy that. So we'll just activate it now. See what he does. Is he going to chain anything to that? Can he chain anything to that? He can. Which is fine, which is why we have set the second one down. Oh, no, he's not. So this is just going to activate and resolve. So we will just bring out here the Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. And we'll keep it over here, which will give us a way to play around the extra monster zone should we need to next turn. Thankfully, it does have more attack than Helio, so unless he's got a card to boost his attack, we are in a very strong position. Plus, don't forget, next turn I'll have Odd Eyes Mirage Dragon. Destroy one card in your pendulum zone, and you do place one face up, in your pendulum zone. So I can just recycle content here with this card, which is always good. What have we got? We've got Stargazer Magician. Fantastic. I'll get that out in defense mode. So at least I'll have a bit of defense and I won't be prompting him to attack. So we will just put that in the pendulum scale itself. Let's see what we can do here. Once the game wants to catch up with itself, maybe. We're going to activate Soul Pendulum once again to adjust the scales. And then we can Pendulum Summon away. Response? Any response? So we will increase that back up to a 2. And we'll increase that to a 9. And we're just going to Pendulum Summon away now, which is going to be quite nice. So we will just summon this out, but we are going to summon it in defense mode, just in case he's got anything there that might be a little bit funky. But we're going to put this one in defense mode. We're going to play it over here, because why not? As you can see, because the Pendulum monsters and this is kicked in, they do gain a little attack point boost here. So we're just going to go into battle, and we are just going to go for the Helio. You probably will have something for this, but that's absolutely fine. At the end of the day, I will just recycle the content, but we are going to get rid of it to begin with. Surely he's got some form of response. There's 4 back row, there's not a chance. There we go. Okay. So he now gets to hold onto his Helio, but it does mean now we do get to attack the Balinks instead, and then all 3 are in the graveyard. Game's having a little think about what it wants to do here, so we'll just go into the Balinks instead. And as I say, the good news is we do have that Stargaze Magician in defense mode. Oh, but he can just banish another one. Okay, so he's got 2 turns, essentially, of having 3 monsters staying on the field to attacks, which can be a bit of an issue. We don't have a lot of removal power, and I think I need to try and figure out a way we can do that. I say, if you guys got any suggestions, do leave them down in the comments. It might be a while before that is taken into account. Before we can actually do anything with them, but we will see what we can do to try and help this deck get as strong as possible. As I say, I'm not going to be looking online at decks or anything like that. It is just going to be a case of I'm going to look at my cards and I'm going to play what I think, being the keyword, I think would be the right thing for the deck. As I say, I've removed it down from 50 to a 45 card deck, and so far my draws have been okay. A little bit too spell and trap heavy, so maybe I need to adjust that. What we're going into here? Splash Mage, interesting, okay. And then we're going to link climb into another link 3. Because you've got a 2, basically a 1 and a 3. Its effects are negated because of Splash Mage. Right. Interesting. So let's see what the opponent's actually going to do here in this situation. Yeah, there we go. Into the link 3. Is it going to be another Helio? No. Transcode Talker. Is he going to access code? That is my question. He can technically go to access code, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. And okay, right, yeah, sure, you've just taken out your own monster and lost the back row, so that's advantage for me. We're going to go into another Helio here by the looks of it, I would guess. Brilliant, okay. nothing I can do about that, which is rather annoying, but I don't see why he's not gone for the Soul Pendulum. It is a little bit annoying because as a card I do want to try and keep on the field there, as it does just give me more monsters on there, more summons, more things like that, but that's fine. If anything, my cards are now back up. I have a 10 card advantage here, which is rather nice. I mean, he still could technically go into access code, and there's not a lot that I can do here. I don't think I've got anything that can actually beat over an access code with a Link 3 attached. Oh, we're going into a Link to Update Jammer. That's a card I've not seen in a long time, so much I can't remember what it does. There's the access code. I don't know why he went up to... Oh, it means he can attack twice per turn. There we go, that's why I remember it. So he's going to the access code. He's going to banish probably, I would assume, my Stargaze Magician, unless he's going to banish more. And in which case, great first game. But it does mean we can edit our deck and remove the Gaia Saber, the Lightning. Yeah. So we are just going to do that, and we're just going to pop our lower scale, I think, just so we've got some form of insurance, really. Alright, it's just going to go in our scale. Never mind. Did not realise that was going to happen. Do you know what? I've lost this duel. We're just going to surrender. There's no point extending through and wasting more time when we can just get into a second duel. Because that duel itself took about 15 minutes, and that was pretty much how long I was hoping to do 2 duels for, not just one. Can I edit my deck from here? That would be rather nice. I can. Fantastic. Right, let's have a quick little look at the Link monsters. Do I own any Link 3s? I only own... I only own one. Well, 2, but they're both non-effects. A 4300 access code talker would be nice. Let's not do that instead. We have another rank 4 there, but I'm not gonna put that into it. Do you know what, we'll put that card in. That seems good enough. I've got too much of a mixture to play around too much. We'll throw in a cross sheep as well. And so we've got too many cards in there to be too picky about. Let's just have a quick little look at the XYZ synchros we've got as well. Just very quickly, see if there's anything I want to chuck in there. Unfortunately, I don't have anything like a Baron, which would be nice. I could craft one if I really wanted to, but I've not got an easy way to get it out. And I'd rather go for things that I've packed, really. Two places. In fact, let's just sort by rarity, because normally the good cards are at the top. Sure, Colossal Fighter, it just keeps going and going. One Dark Tuner. Do I have a Dark Tuner? Let's just double check. I do. It's a level 2. I would need a level 6 to go with it. And I don't think I've got Bubble Bow Wow. So if I got Bubble Bow Wow, I could make that. anything that I can use quite nicely. Do you know what? We'll just put this one in there as well. Level 2 and a level 4 shouldn't be hard to do with this deck, but we'll leave it like that. At least it's now up to 15 with a bit of variety in there. Let's just hope this next one goes a little bit better than what we've just had there, because that was not entertaining in the slightest, just to get access code talker from a Heat Soul deck. What's the coin test again? Fantastic. Love losing 2 in a row. Hopefully we'll win this one though, and we will go to rank 3. I'm going first, okay. Once again, I've not got anything really to set up. I don't know what my end board should look like. I would assume a couple monsters would be preferable, but I've not got anything to search, and that isn't really what I want to see. So I might just end up summoning Donkey here. I've got a 6 and an 8, which is really high scales. But we'll scale it anyway. We can work with this. Right, they're both scaled. We're going to summon Donkey. And now we can play with the scales a little bit here. Unfortunately, that's the tuner I want. I didn't activate Donkey's effect. Oh, I've misplayed already on the first turn. Fantastic. Well, the good news is this card can make any card a tuner. We'll just have to wait and see what my opponent does here. Maybe, hopefully, they'll misplay. That's the only hope here. Maybe they've bricked. Hopefully they've bricked. They're running, what, a 40 card deck. They wouldn't have bricked on that. Not a chance. However, I think I might have to drop a couple. I might have to drop this Pendulum Paradox card, because it's just not the one for me right now. 2 back row. And a vanilla 1500. Okay. Had I not have misplayed, something could have been done here. This guy has clearly played the tutorial. I just need to draw into, hopefully, an odd ice. That would be best at this point, I think. Can't believe I did not activate Donkey's effect. Feel like a right donkey. And we draw into, that could be perfect. That very well could just be exactly what we needed. Never mind, look though, he's going to have something there to stop me from doing it. Unless... Actually, no, this works. Pendulum Summon. The chances of him having 2 have got to be slim to none. So if I can keep him on the field for next turn, I can get that. It'll be level 6. Level 1. It wouldn't be enough for a Colossal Fighter. So actually, no, it would. Yes, it would. I can get a Colossal Fighter out next turn, and that's just a nice big beat stick that reoccurs. Unless he's got some form of removal. Okay. I'm not quite sure why the effect didn't activate. Oh, in the extra deck, that's why. Never mind, ignore me. So even if he goes there, any Magician cards I summon will get an extra 100 attack and defense with him just being in the extra deck, which is nice. Okay. We're clearly a fan of this card, otherwise we wouldn't be wasting a revival on it. Well, his extra deck looks small, yeah, 5 cards. Right, okay, into the draw phase. Clearly he needed that card. What for, though, I don't know. He's thinking. The game was thinking. The game's still thinking. Or he's got something that he can activate, and it's prompting him with a, do you want to activate this card? Okay, so he's gone for one of my scales there, which I think is quite a smart play. Unless that's all he can destroy. Yes. He's gone for the smart thing by destroying that higher scale there, because I can't get that back out as easy. He can't attack me, so I don't know why he's gone to the battle phase here. And especially with 2 Divine Dragon Ragnaroks on there, like... Hey, I can add. Fantastic. I do own an Odd Eyes card, so I could technically. So I'm just going to activate the effect of this card. And I'm going to add a level 7 to my hand. Rather than destroying the face down, because if it was something you want to activate, you would have activated it last turn. And we are just going to bring out this to the hand for now. It's not going to get Pendulum Summon because it's only level 4 or rank 4. Or do I? You're a 4 and you're a 2. It would allow me to get Colossal Fighter. I can't summon it. Ignore me. I don't even know what I'm chatting about. We'll just go for the original one. I could have made it gain 1200 attack there, which I think is quite unfortunate that I didn't, but at the end of the day it's only 1200, and I don't think this guy has a way to out our card just yet. It's only a 2000 beat stick, but it's 2000, which is enough. Unfortunately, I do need to find a way to get another scale 8 in there, and then I can Pendulum Summon the dragon, and if that gets destroyed I can Pendulum Summon that back. Yeah, Pendulum Paradox definitely needs to be put down to at least 1, if not gone. This is a very old school feeling deck. Twin-Headed Behemoth, that's a card that I've not seen since like I first started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day. And even then it was a card that I didn't really use. We draw into Sorcerer. It is normal summonable, so I might just do that. Yeah, we're just going to normal summon it. It's not worth putting in the scales to have a 2 and a 6. I can special summon a card. What card can I special summon? Oh, one of my Link 2s. I could turn it into a level 1 tuner, tune up to an 8, which would be a Colossal Fighter. And oh. In fact, sack it, that's what we're going to do. It's now a level 1 tuner, which now means I've got a plethora of options. And I think we're going to go for this over the Colossal Fighter. It's not as strong, but it is going to allow me to make some plays here. So we can add back the Spiral Strike here. The question is, I do technically control an Odd Eyes monster, but does that mean I use it to destroy his card, or do I... Or do I add another level 7 to my hand? Do you know, I'm going to add another level 7 to my hand, just so I have at least some form of plan in place, and when I can, I've got 3 cards that I can summon off the back of it. I'm not too scared about his face down. It's not done anything yet. Doesn't mean he won't. It's just not done anything yet. In fact, I'm going to scale it. That might sound like a bit of a silly thing to do, but there is method behind the madness. And I'm going to attack your normal monster, because at least then you'll still only be down to one monster, and then you take additional damage because of this effect. That's huge. That is the kind of stuff that I need. I need these kinds of cards on the board. I also need negates of some form. So there is a play here. I am going to get that back out, and I'm going to use this ability to boost its power so it does double damage. Because I don't think this guy's got anything here. The board's looking a bit lackluster though, not going to lie. Let's see what this guy has planned. Doesn't matter. Don't know why he's not changed it to defense mode so he doesn't take extra damage, because he knows right now he's going to take 2500, but I think that's all he thinks he's going to take. Just for argument's sake, I'm just going to normal summon this card. I've got a challenge to normal summon 3 monsters to get off the first level of the test. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to Pendulum Summon. And we're going to bring the Odd Eyes Dragon back. And the 2 cards in my hand. I've got my scales are 6 and 8 at the moment, which is unbelievably high. So there's the Odd Eyes. There's this card, and because it's been Pendulum Summoned, my cards cannot be destroyed by card effect. And he scooped. He knew what was coming there. Do you know what? At least we walked away with a win this time. I'm happy with that. So thank you very much for joining me on this other episode. We have got that rank up. We are now Bronze Tier 3, which is huge. And we've completed the practical exam, which is fantastic. So I'm now going to go have a little look at the deck and the packs and see if there's anything I can do here to try and better myself in this deck here. So once again, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next